Welcome back, everybody. Today we're out here with Talon Sai. Many of you, I'm sure, recognize him. If you're not subscribed to his channel, gun videos, other non-gun videos, all kinds of cool stuff. Good information for sure.
Come subscribe to see him riding an electric unicycle.
That's actually going to happen. Yeah.
that's already on my channel by the time you're watching this.
Yeah, so today what we're doing, we're going to co-test out this plate right here. So this is a Battle Steel plate from Bowtac. Key selling features on this, assuming it works, we will see. That's what we're here to see. Is that it's super lightweight. Like, feel that. Does that feel like it would stop bullets?
It feels like it would be like a Tupperware container, like super thin, lightweight.
It does. And it's level 3A rated, so basically most of your pistol calibers. And we're going to test that today. We've already tested one of their level 3A Battle Steel panels that's soft. This one's hard. So the reason for that is that it's stab proof. So for those who don't know, a lot of soft plates are stab proof, but if you stab somebody with it and then kind of power through, a lot of them will go through, of course, blade dependent, and how the blade is designed and all that sorts of stuff. So it is not NIJ rated. I want to say that. NIJ rating, for those who are new, it costs about $20,000-ish to get a plate NIJ tested. They did not do that. They say it's tested to NIJ standards. So that's what we're going to, like, redneck science replicate out here today. Yeah. So we'll see.
Another selling point. Price point.
Oh yeah, huge. Yeah, it's like $49 for this one, which is the shooter's cut. It's cut so that it fits there on your chest. It's got the relief shoulders there. They also make an 11x14 version for backpack armor. Super, super lightweight as well, so definitely would be good for that. It's not going to stop rifle rounds. Probably not, we'll see. But with a book or two, it might, you know. So if you're thinking about that with your kids, and of course, even most mass shooters, unfortunately, as we have to think about that, still use pistols if you look at statistics. But anyway, enough rambling about that. Let's go see if we can stab this thing and then put some bullets into it.
Let's do it. All right, we're going to test out the stab protection of this thing. I really don't want to do it to this knife, but we're going to for science. This is a ProTac TR5 auto knife, and we'll just do a couple stabs at it, I guess.
At it, man.
Let's do it. Just pulling up the front. It's not going in it at all. I don't even want to do it any harder than that without gloves.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
cut your hand open.
That's good, man.
Cool.
Knife is still solid.
Up next is going to be some 22 long rifle. This is just 1,200 feet per second CCI stuff. Should be fine coming out of the Performance Center Victory here, and should stop it. We'll see. Let's check it out. All right, we have a slight entrance hole there. Definitely minimal back face deformation. No issues at all if you took that to the chest. We'll step it up to a regular handgun round next.
Next up, out of the LTT, we have Minuteman Munitions at 115 grain.
As you guys probably guessed from that slow-mo, when it fell over, you didn't see a hole in the box, so it took it. We had definitely some deformation, but not bad at all. 9mm, 115 grain, that stuff's cooking. That's a 4.25-inch barrel. So it's humming out of there for sure. So it's got some energy, and it took it just fine. You'd be just fine taking that. We'll step it up another notch. Next up, guys, we have some 230 grain 45 ACP. This is the Federal Train and Protect hollow point out of a Glock 41, so a little bit of a longer barrel. It's going slower than 9mm, so armor-wise, in theory, it should be just fine, but it has a little bit more foot-pounds of energy. It should rocket a little bit more, so we'll see. If I didn't mention it already, we're at about 15 feet from the muzzle, so pretty darn close. Yeah, it rocked it. As you guys can see there, entrance hole right there, and you can actually see, if I peel it back a little bit there, that is the bullet sitting right there. So just fine, stopped it. Definitely had more back face deformation there, but those are the pistol rounds. It's definitely rated to stop those. It's done its job. What should we shoot it with next?
Let's go to Buckshot.
Buckshot it is. As Talon requested, we have some double op buck. This is Fiocchi, coming out of a 14-inch Mossberg 590 short barrel shotgun. But this thing is gonna, they're gonna feel it. I can tell you that much.
Oh my God.
When I watched that live, I thought they actually penetrated because you guys probably saw it. There's a hole in that box. That did not go through. That hole is from just the energy transfer from the plate to the box. I should also point out, I don't think I mentioned it yet, but that box has about 50 pounds of sand in it. So it's not just a loose box. It's got some resistance to it. But yeah, definitely punched right into it.
You can see the entries here. You can hear the lead inside of there, and there's absolutely nothing coming out the back. There's no rip, really nothing other than deformation of it.
And there's a little bit of tearing on the layers on the side.
And that's after all the rounds that you saw. So.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I would say it does its job. It does it well. But here on the channel, anybody who's watched my armor test knows that no armor can survive. It will all be defeated eventually. So let's do that. Before we do this, I want to emphasize it is absolutely not rated to stop rifle rounds. We have a 55 grain M193 round coming out of a 10.5 inch FN barreled PSA upper. What do you think?
I think it's going to go through, but
it's going to smoke it. But let's see. As predicted, entered down here at the rear, exited out the bottom. I found this piece, it's so warm, of the bullet fragment in the back of the box. So it was fragmenting, if nothing else. So that's good. It's doing something to it, but not much. Don't count on that, like I said, for rifle rounds. But again, $50, guys. I think it's like less than a pound. Stab resistant. You saw he thought he was going to cut his hand.
Yeah.
Jamming it into it.
And close range, too. I mean, we're up here pretty damn close to it.
So all in all, guys, I'm going to say it's a win. Again, there will be a link down below in the video description. Impressive results for sure. These are also American made. I should point that out as well. So, yeah, man. What do you think?
Pretty cool, man. I think the value's there for sure.
Awesome. If you guys aren't subscribed to Talon's channel, again, there will be links down below in the video description or up here in one of the corner things. Either way, check him out. Cool stuff over there. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video.